you the Rolex.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's Backpack Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the SWAC, pull up where you at. No cap if the Brody is speaking the soft facts. My advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeants are with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he off of the leash. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walking cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Scotty, and you're watching OFFScript, okay? And I'm back with another banger. I took that from my boy Reggie, HBCU Spotlight. All right, shout out to him. All right, make sure you go subscribe to my boy HBCU Spotlight. Does great things with the commentary, storytelling. Awesome dude. All right, got my mic sliding all down. All right, so anyway, guys, listen. Before I get into it, let's get into it. Follow me on IG and Twitter. Listen, the petty just does not stop here. It matriculates everywhere. Oh, I got SAT words today. It matriculates everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, wherever you want it, that's where it's going. All right, that's how I feel about it. I'm live, indirect, baby. All right, so that's what it is. Make sure you follow me, IG, Twitter, OFFScript. You already know what it is. All right, so what else? And also the podcast, all right? Podcast, Apple, Spotify, you already know. Leave a review. I know I haven't updated in a while. Don't worry about that. It's going to get done, all right? Don't judge me. Don't worry about that. It's going to get done. I'm going to get it done. But leave a review, all right? If you listen, if you hate me, say you hate me. If you love me, say you love me, okay? Just leave a review, please, all right? All right, and like the stream. If you don't want any commercial breaks by my lovely COO, okay? Please, just like the stream, okay? Before I get going, before I just come in here, wipe your feet, all my day ones know, if you don't want no commercial breaks, you don't want to hear from my COO, please wipe your feet, all right? Thank you. I'm going to thank you in advance. Now, listen. You already know what the topic is. You've seen it. All right. Deion Sanders outrage of the NFL draft. Okay. Who are your 6 players? Now, let me give a little backstory. First of all, shout out to my boy Blue, the boy Wonder. Okay. He sent me this early in the morning. All right. Early in the morning. And was like, yo, Scotty, what you think about this? I said, ooh, Blue, I'm running with this. Because you know, Blue, listen. You know Blue gets all the 247 inside. He pays for all that. Listen, he's the guy that you go to their house to watch HBCU because he paid for the package. Okay? Everybody else stealing it. All right. Blue is as an official member of HBO Max. That's who Blue is. All right. So anyway, so Blue sent me this, and I was like, bro, this is good, all right? So I'm going to read you a snippet of what Blue sent me, and the whole article, all right? The whole article is in the description below, but this is the snippet that I'm rolling with, all right? So let me add it. HBO Max, you know what I was talking about. Shut up. You know I was talking about HBO Max, all right? This is the snippet I got from, all right? It says, I was told, this is Deion talking to 247, I was told by a person with a good ranking in the NFL that we only had 6 draftable players this year. That's absurd. Like, think about that. Out of 12 teams, everybody having at least over 50 players. All right. There is only 6 draftable players this year And that's absurd, Sanders says, according to the Clarion Ledger. That's idiotic. I played 14 years in the NFL, and I've worked another 14 or 15 years in the NFL network. So close to the owners, executives, and television aspect of it. And I know talent when I see talent. Every weekend that I'm coaching on the sideline, not only the dogs that I have, I'm watching kids on the opposing teams that can flat out play. Are you going to tell me with my eyes, my sight, my vision, and my accolades that there's only 6 players in the SWAC that are draftable? You've got to be crazy. And if that happens, we need to show up and show out. That's absurd. Once again, if that happens, we need to show up and show out, and that's absurd, okay? That was the snippet. The full article is in the description below, all right? Listen, first of all, can we get a round of applause for Deion Sanders holding people accountable? All right, I know a lot of you Jackson State fans and a lot of you Deion fans, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm in the same boat as y'all, man. I love me some Deion, right? And a lot of y'all think I'm haters. That's not it. I just call a spade a spade. I call it, listen, what did Coach Boone say? I don't dance unless I hear music, and I don't scratch unless I got an itch or something like that. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about this HBCU world. You ain't about to make me do nothing I don't feel like I'm doing, right? So listen, this is what you ask for leaders to do. Okay? Let me just say that. This is what you ask leaders to do. When you have a presence, when you have a name, when you have a brand, you say, hey, go back and help. All right? Don't just worry about yourself. You good. Go back and help somebody else. That's what you're supposed to do when you're Master P. Oh, you're not running from this smoke too, sir. This is what leadership looks like. When you see a problem, when you see an issue, when you see something that's not right with your people, you use your name, your brand, your platform, and speak up and speak out. Okay? So this is what that looks like. This is leadership. Right? This is a man who has influence beyond influence in the National Football League, okay? Because we all know what the Shield is built off of. We all understand the Shield is built off of the backs and brands of high-value black athletes. And we can go on and on and on. HBCU, you know, whatever high-value black athlete you want to talk about, that's what the NFL, the Shield, is built off of. So this is Deion using his brand as one of the greatest to ever do it to say, whoa, wait a minute now. I've seen what players look like. I am the pinnacle. Come on, man. Like, hold up. I'm feeling this today. I am the highest. Okay. People want to get to where I was. Okay. So don't tell me what I don't know what talent look like. Don't tell me I don't know what a kid can do, because I was what everybody was being compared to. Okay. I am what people are still trying to get compared to. And you cannot tell me what talent looks like when I'm looking at it on the field and say, yo, that kid can play. He can be on Sundays, because I was doing the same thing. So my whole thing is, how can you, like, 6 draftable players? That's all we got is 6 draftable players. The disrespect is unmatched. I mean, when I read it, I was like, 6. Wow. Now I know there's a lot of stuff going on, man. And with wanting HBCU players to get drafted, HBCUs becoming hot now. Deion putting the light and focus on them. But 6 players. Whew. All right, so look, I'm gonna go through my little shindig and some stuff I got. I did some research on. All right, once again, shout out to my boy Wonder. he hit me with a couple articles to help my argument, and he just get blue being blue. All right, blue being blue. Okay, go make sure you sign up to the Blue Bloods. Blue gonna have all the analytics and the breakdowns for you. All right. So first up, let me get my stuff going up here real quick. So this is one of my first things, right? Is I think that the NFL, to help alleviate some of these issues, right? To help alleviate, because understand that a lot of NFL players that have played in the league say there's not enough players on the actual game day roster, right? They said that there needs to be at least 70 players on. That's what NFL players have said. They said there should be at least 65 to 70 game active players on an NFL roster. If you know anything about an NFL roster, there's 53, and then you have a practice squad and all that type of stuff, and you got to cut to bring on and all that type of waiver and all that. But a lot of NFL players, former and currently active, always say there should be at least 60 to 65 players on a active game day roster. All right, that's what they said. So with that being said, my thing is, should the NFL go back to 12 rounds of the NFL draft? All right, and let me show you how it breaks down. Okay, so this is what it was. All right, this is how we've came to what we've came to today. Right, the previous draft rounds, there was 12 rounds in 1977. All right. Then it went down to 8 rounds in 1993, and then 7 rounds to what we know today. So it is possible, all right? Because if you listen to Shannon Sharp, I believe he was a 12th round draft pick, if I'm not mistaken. If he wasn't 12th, he was definitely either 10 or 11. He was a late round draft pick, and in today's standard, he would have gone undrafted. All right, there's a lot of players in the NFL that were 10, 11, 12, that are high level Hall of Famer, 7th round. All right, thank you. So there's a lot of players that are late round draft picks that would have never gotten the opportunity if it wasn't for the extension of the draft. Now, what you're going to get into when you're talking about upgrading the draft, right, is now you're going to get into more of, okay, how does the TV work? Because now people are so ingrained with 7 rounds that how are you going to keep their interest for 8 rounds? Well, I don't think one more round should be that bad. 8 rounds or 9 rounds or 10 rounds or 11 rounds of an NFL draft when you're so caught up on the 7 that we have now. I honestly feel that they need to extend the draft, maybe 10 rounds, maybe 9 rounds. But I do feel like they need to extend the active rosters, right? Active game day rosters, as well as extend the NFL draft to maybe 8, 9 rounds so that more FCS players can get picked up. And it all starts with the active day. It all starts with the active game day roster. And now with COVID, and now that you have COVID, the NFL should definitely look into expanding the NFL game day roster because people are dropping like flies and you need players. So I know in the COVID, they had a if I'm not mistaken, they had a little stipulation to where they could have more players on a COVID IR list and things like that. So they had the COVID IR. Well, now that COVID is here to stay and it's not going anywhere, you might as well just go ahead and add whatever COVID was to the active game day roster. Go ahead and add it to the active game day roster, and now you have 53 dress players or 63 dress players, and now you have the fluidity and the flexibility of having all these players. All right, let's not act like the NFL don't got the money. That's the listen, if you can add more games, which puts more players at risk to getting hurt, that means you can add some more game day rosters, okay? So let's not act like the NFL, which makes $2 billion, $3 billion, $4 billion freaking dollars, like adding more players and adding more games is not in their best interest. Let's not act, okay? They would have a 32 game season if it was up to the owners, okay? So let's not act. They are about that money. All right. They're just about that money. All right. So next up, right? So my next point I want to get into, and this is something that Blue sent me, is previous years of drafted FCS players, right? Now I'm starting at 2010, right? This list goes very, very far, but I'm starting at 2010, right? It's the year I'm starting from the left, reading left to right. Year, the total amount of picks, first round picks, and day 2 picks. All right. From 2010, 19, 1 first rounder. All right. 2011, 21 total picks, 3 day 2s. 2012, no first rounders. 2013, as you can see, 2016, 1, 2017, 2019. And now here comes the foolishness, right? 2018, 19, 4 day 2s, 2019, 14. And as we see, it keeps dwindling 6. All right. 1 day 1. We all know who those people were, Trey Lance and some other guys out there. And then, a couple of day 2s. But this is what I'm talking about. So you telling me, I think the draft has what? 272? Let me see. Total NFL picks. 32. No, how many total picks is there though? 259. Yeah, 259. All right, 259 selections. All right. You have over 250. Thank you so much, underscore. You are absolutely right. All right. You have over 259 selections. And out of 259 selections, six. Think about that. Okay, go back to the original question. There's only 6 players from the SWAC that can be drafted. There was only 6 players taken in 21. So y'all not correlating it. Y'all not correlating it. Out of 259 kids, in 2020 and 2021, there were only 6 selections. So if there's only 6 selections, do you think all 6 are coming from the SWAC? And I know for a fact one of them Bamas came from D3. I know for a fact one of them Bamas came from D3 and D2. Okay? At least one from each level. So that's 2 gone right there. So that's 4 picks coming from FCS. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. All right. See, I knew this was coming. We're not talking about undrafted. That's what we're not talking about. If you want to call in and talk undrafted, that is fine with me. I'm talking about currently drafted. I don't care about undrafted. That's not the question. That is not the topic of discussion while I'm on my live. Now, if you want to call in and talk about, Scotty, undrafted, or whatever, that's your prerogative, like Bobby Brown said, okay? But right now, we talking drafted. And drafted, it was 6 of them Bamas, all right? 6 freaking Bamas. That's it. But in the article, only 6 kids from the SWAC would have been draftable, all right? So, I'm about to open the call lines up. I want you guys to call in. Give me your opinions. Tell me your 6. All right. Tell me your 6, because I'm about to drop my 6. All right. I am about to drop my 6 players that I think could be drafted. All right. That is what I'm about to do. Let me get, once you hit a white lady. So let me get the white lady going up here.
You are the only participant in the conference.
All right, once you get a white lady, the call lines are open. All right. These are, where'd my thing go? Let me see. Here we go. All right. These are my 6 players. Keep the emotions out of it. These are my 6 players that I think that could be drafted in this year's draft. All right. Chris Fadul, Jatier Carter from Southern, the O-lineman. Mark Evans, the O-lineman. James Houston, Marquise Bell, and Keenan Forbes, offensive lineman. All right. These are my 6 draftable players. Listen, the key word, okay? The key word is draftable, not undrafted. Okay? Draftable. It's only 6 players. Okay? 6 players. And listen, all right, the reason that I do not have a Keontae is because O-linemen are way more valuable in today's league. Okay? So if you can find O-linemen, I think that's why I felt that O-linemen are way more important. All right. Linebackers, I'm not saying that. Not saying that at all. Okay. I'm not saying I only had 6. This is what happens when you only get 6. Somebody's going to get left off. That's the whole point. All right. So for me, Chris Fadul, Jatier Carter, O-lineman. Mark Evans, O-lineman. James Houston as a pass rusher. Marquise Bell and Keenan Forbes, all right, are my 6 players that I think are draftable. Okay? Draftable. Like you're using, listen, I want to be very clear. You're using a draft pick to pick these guys, okay? Not undrafted, not, hey, you get to be a free agent after the draft. No. And in my personal opinion, get the likes up. Get the likes up, guys. Okay? Get the likes up. Get the likes up. All right. In my YouTube professional opinion, all right, I think that O-linemen are way, 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 way more important in today's NFL. That's why I think these are the 6 players, and that's why 3 of them are offensive linemen. All right, let me take some callers. Hey, caller, you live? Talk to me.
Oh, man, what's up, man? It's Dr. Love, man.
What's up, Dr. Love? Talk to me.
I'll take Bishop Barnett, the quarterback from Alabama A&M. I'm taking Houston, man. They're my 3.
Okay.
I can't name no 3 more.
That's all you got? That's all you got, 3?
Oh, yeah. Them my for sure right there.
Those are your gimmies, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Got you. Hey, appreciate the call, Dr. Love.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, I want to be very clear. If anybody asks me a question about breaking down players, I don't have no issues. Do not get in your feelings. All right? Do not get in your feelings, right? Once again, the only player that I think is a definite undrafted free agent is a Quill Glass, right? And this is why I'm going to say that, all right? I love Quill. I think he's awesome. I think he's a great player. His lack of mobility is going to be his downfall, all right? His lack of mobility is going to be his downfall, okay? That's where the league is going to. This is a SWAC list. This is a SWAC list, okay? Once again, it's a SWAC list. Not an HBCU list. It's a SWAC list, all right? It's a SWAC list. All right, so once again, his lack of mobility is going to be a Quill Glass's downfall. You cannot name a quarterback that is under 25, right? Under 28, that is not mobile. The old guard is getting moved out, okay? The old guard is getting moved out. The Big Bens, the Tom Brady's, the Drew Breeses, the Phillip Rivers, that old style of sitting in the pocket, can't move up and down. That old guard is getting pushed out, and you're getting the Justin Herberts, the Lamar Jacksons, the Kyle Murrays, okay? The Dak Prescotts, all that new wave of the boy from Dolphins. All right. It's just one person, Mac Jones, whoop-de-doo. And even that white boy is slow running. Wow, one guy. Oh, he played at Alabama. Like, come on, bro. Shut up. Miss me with that. All right. Pat Mahomes. Like, we can go on. So you're going to compare one guy. I just named like 9 players. I named 9 players that are mobile. Josh Allen, big, he can run. Like 10 players. And you're going to keep bringing up Mac Jones. He's the only slow Bama that probably don't get loose like them other guys. Come on, man. What are we talking about? Even Matthew Stafford get down. Even Matthew Stafford get Tua ain't mobile. Shut your dumb ass up. Tua ain't mobile. Shut your dumb ass up. Come on, man. Hey, Carla, you live. Talk to me.
What's up, Scotty?
Talk to me.
This James the King from Dallas, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if Dumas from Prairie View, the D lineman, is eligible, but I would go with him in place of the kicker. I like the O lineman from Southern. That'll be number 2. I like James Houston, of course, and Marquise Bell. That'll be 4. I will have to say I don't know too much about Keenan Forbes. I like Mark Evans. I think my 6th person would be Keontae. I think that I just think that he has to show a little more. I don't know what else he needs to show, but I think Keontae will be the 6th person. How you feel about that?
No, listen, I love Keontae, and I think he's draftable. I would use if I was a GM, I would use a 6 or 7 round draft pick on Keontae Hampton. Easy. If he was bigger, if he was bigger, he's an easy 4th round, 5th round pick. If he was bigger, you know what I'm saying? But for me, I just think, and I know you're probably taking Chris Fadul off. Chris Fadul has a Pro Bowl. He's a day 1 Pro Bowl punter. Like, I don't think people understand his average. He averages like 55 to 60-yard punts. Like, that's his average. He is a Pro Bowl punter day 1.
They're not going to look from the SWAC for a special teams player in that position, though, kicker and punter. They're just not going to do it. They're not going to look at that conference for special teams from a kicker. I just don't feel like they will. I
mean, listen, bro, I'm sorry. Like, punting and a lot of other punting has no division. You know what I'm saying? You can hold that. Field goal kickers and punters have no division. If you can kick, you can kick. It's just that simple. Quarterbacks is competition, receivers, everything else is competition. But if you can kick, you can kick. And Chris Fadul is a walking Pro Bowl punter, like off the rip. He has the hang time, he has the distance. He is that guy.
I guess my 6th person would be, if I wouldn't go with Hampton, I would go with the tight end from Bethune. I don't know if he's coming out or whatever.
No, I think he's going back. I think he's going back to Bethune.
He's coming back.
Yeah, I think he's going back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's gonna kill his career.
You never know, man. Jalen Jones can get in there and really turn it up. I'm just saying.
But yeah, I'm gonna let you get to some more callers, man.
Hey, no problem, man. Appreciate the call.
All right.
Yeah, listen, y'all can disrespect Chris Fadul all you want. All right, he is a day 1 Pro Bowl punter. I'm like, you. He is a game changer. Okay, he is a game changer. Punting matters. Okay. Punting matters. You better ask South Carolina State. Okay. I actually do. I really listen. Jalen Jones. Okay. See, I know we're going off the low topic, but I want to be very clear. Jalen Jones in the right system is a deadly quarterback. And the reason he's deadly, like, I'll tell you this. I'll be 100% honest. If Jalen Jones was at Southern, listen, if y'all remember them old school Michael Vick days when it was him, Warwick Dunn, Algie Crumpler, and he had another big back, and it was like it was like a triple option NFL style because Michael Vick would either throw it or run it. Jalen Jones has NFL level speed. He will hit his head on the goalpost. So if you would have had Jalen Jones with Dylan Sims, man, play around if you want. TJ, man, play around if you want to. Play around if you. Jalen Jones would hit his head on the goalpost. Listen, what Jackson State asked Jalen Jones to do is not that. That's not his guy. That's not what you see Shedeur doing. That's what they were asking Jalen Jones to do. All right, that's not Jalen Jones. You get Jalen Jones in the RPO Coach Dooley system. Listen, that boy would hit his head on the goalpost more times out of not. I'm telling you, his speed is unreal. Do not disrespect that man. I'm telling you, like, speed-wise, shit. Huh. Man, I'm telling you, if they get an offensive coordinator, all right, if you get an offensive coordinator that can use his skill set tremendously, because think about it. You get an RPO system, it's only a 2 reads. It's literally 2 reads. I'm reading the DN or I'm reading the linebacker. If the linebacker sits up, I'm throwing it over your head. All right. If he doesn't, I'm giving the ball off. If the DN crashes, I'm keeping it. Like, it's not that many reads, and it's a really easy system. It's not that it's not that he can't throw. If you're asking him to do what's out of his comfort zone, it looks bad, but he can throw the ball. Let's not act. He can throw the ball. You just can't have him out of his man. Y'all Bama's need to watch some more film. All right. He just was not in the right system. That's why I was like, he can't make the throws you're asking him to make. He can't make those. All right. Like the 1, 2, 3, boom, like those 1, 2, 3, like that in rhythm type stuff. Like that's not him 20. Like he can make 1 or 2 of them, but if you're gonna keep asking him to do that over and over and over and over, and that's not his system. That's not it. Listen, bro. Listen. I'm telling you right now. Y'all, I want to say y'all F around. F around if you want to with Jalen Jones. Keep no containment on Jalen Jones if you want to. He's going to embarrass you, okay? He is going to embarrass you. So, y'all think I'm playing. All right. When y'all see him on one of them 30-yard touchdown, 40-yard touchdown runs, all right, then y'all going to be looking at me like, man, Scotty said, I'm telling you, it's going to be like that old 2002 Michael Vick type of situation, 2003. All right, where Michael Vick was just getting loose on Bama's. Okay, y'all think I'm playing? You think I'm playing? Savion, I love Savion. I really do. I love his game. He has the measurables. He definitely has the measurables, but his height. He's 315, 310. He moves like he's super, super nimble. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I like him. I think he could be. I think he could be I think he's like the baby Haloti Ngata of the SWAC. Real talk. I think he's like a baby Haloti Ngata, in the SWAC. But I don't know. That's a difficult one. If there were 10 rounds, I would use an 8-round pick for Savion Williams. If there was 10 rounds, I would use an 8-round pick for Savion Williams. And not like that's where those extra rounds come in at to me. You know what I'm saying? You only got 7 picks. All right, 7 picks. I think Ezra Gray. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was my Chris Fadul and Ezra Gray were my back and forths. I have to be 100% real with you. Ezra Gray and Chris Fadul, I was like, who do I want? But I think with running backs, they're such a dime a dozen. Like, I can get a running back anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can find a running back under a rock. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, there's a running back. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason why I didn't go with Ezra Gray. All right. So what about Antoine Owens? He kind of reminds me of a baby Calais Campbell, but he just didn't play with a lot of power. Like, I needed more power plays from him. Like, just like Like just and you saw it in spurts. You know what I'm saying? Like you saw it in spurts, but I just wanted him to play with a little bit more power with me. Yeah, so yeah, that's just my thing. I just wanted to see like that just straight like, I mean, like you can't, like I'm just driving you back, and I didn't see a lot. I saw a couple times, but I didn't see. Listen. I think LaCharles is a 7th round pick. I think LaCharles Pringle is a 6th to 7th round pick. He is Justin Jefferson's little cousin. Okay, like he is a knockoff version of Justin. He is a great. No, he's like a Jarvis Landry. That's what he's like. He's like a Jarvis Landry. He is a Jarvis Landry type of guy. He is definitely he's definitely draftable. Definitely draftable. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, Scott, how you doing? Great content today. Great subject matter. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just not accepting the 6. I think we should demand 16. But I want to know, other than these 6, I accept your 6. Add 4 more. Your top 10. That's good, because we on the fence right now. Everybody got all these extra people. I know it's 10 we can discuss today.
Even with 10, I'm still living a quill off. So I would definitely have no lie. Like I'm leaving, like, because it's like a mobility. Listen, he has to go to the perfect situation for it to work for him. That lack of mobility for me is it's a hindrance, man. It really is. It's a hindrance. Christian Clark, I definitely agree with. Christian Clark, definitely draftable. Savion, draftable. LaCharles Pringle and Ezra Gray. And let me kind of recap. I'm trying to think. If I wouldn't take LaCharles, I would take Antoine Collier. I could flip those. I could definitely flip LaCharles and Antoine Collier. Let me think. D. Anderson. I would take D. Anderson. I think D. Anderson is draftable. Just off his measurables alone. I mean, God, dog, the boy is a monster. Just height wise, definitely take D. I'm trying to think. Trying to think about UAPB. You know, who would I take off? Alcorn, LaCharles. CJ Bowler is not. CJ Bowler is a fringe guy for me. CJ Bowler is definitely a fringe guy for me. Keith Corbin is a fringe guy for me. I like LaCharles. I think LaCharles is a better. I think LaCharles is a better Keith Corbin. Keith Corbin might have the height over him. I think Keith Corbin is like 6'2", 6'3", and LaCharles is about 6'1". But LaCharles is just, he's a lot more. I like this one. I like that one. Jaquez, I do like that one. I like that one a lot. This is a SWAC draft list. All right. Don't ask me about no MEAC. I don't know much about the MEAC. I do know about Zafair Kelly. Zafair Kelly's draftable. Jacoby Durant's draftable. So those are my 2 draftables from the MEAC. Flat out. Zafair Kelly, if I'm being a whole buck with you, just based off Zafair Kelly's measurables, I'm taking him over Jacoby Durant. If Jacoby Durant had the same measurables as Zafair Kelly, Jacoby Durant's a 2nd round pick. He would be the highest draft pick out of the HBCU football. Okay, I just want to be very clear about that. If Jacoby Durant was 6'1", 6'2", he would be the highest HBCU player drafted in this year's draft because 1, DBs are a premium because of the simple fact of what the league is going to. All right, just because of what the league is going to. But if he had Zafair's measurables, yeah, I'm taking. Listen, Jacoby Durant 2nd round pick. Listen, 2nd, 3rd round pick, easy. Over Houston, over all that, okay? Over all that. Because you saw Jacoby do it at every level. He covered the Power 5 guys. He's covered the D1 AA guys. He's done it at every level. James Houston's is only beat up on the SWAC, and he got kicked out the ULM game, so you don't know what he would have done against ULM. And then he beat up Delta State and all. Yeah, so So if we're talking about competition, oh yeah, he's up there. What about Shaq? Shaq has to be more consistent. All right. Shaq has to be more consistent. Okay. Shaq has to be more consistent for me. That's the only thing. You're 6'5" all the time. I need you to be what you at the Celebration Bowl consistently. Okay. Consistently. That translates competition. You're 6'5". You don't get shorter when you go Power 5. When you play Power 5 people, you don't get shorter. The competition gets better. Okay. So I need you to be 6'5" all the time. All right. That's my thing. James, but he played as a linebacker. He played as a linebacker. He didn't play as a pass rusher. Okay. So where he made his mark at, that's where I'm looking at him. Where he made he's versatile. Like if I'm looking at him as a versatile tweener, James Houston is absolutely that. He's a versatile tweener. He can play down. He can stand up. That's great, right? But where he dominated at, and what the position he dominated as was a DN, and as a DN, he's a 3rd or 4th round pick. But I'm telling you now, Jacoby Durant would be the highest drafted HBCU player, period. All right? Period. Okay? I mean, like, in this draft, if he was 6 foot. 6 foot and up, he's easily. All right? Easily. So, but James is a tweener. You know what I'm saying? James is he's a tweener, man. He didn't play linebacker at Jackson State. He played DN. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you're like, okay, can he play DN? Can he be a Michael Parsons for somebody? And not at that level. I'm not comparing him to that level, but play that style of play where we can move you around and do all that. We'll figure that out at the draft. We'll figure that out at the combine. All right. We'll figure that out at the combine. Why put Hamp at safety? Y'all just said he's not good. Whoa, who said Hampton is not good in space? Who said Hamp is not good in space? That is a lie. That is a lie. Who said that? That is foolishness. All right. That is blasphemy. Okay. That is foolishness. Someone know. Yeah. Parsons, Bosa, White type. The Bosa, I'm gonna have to take that Bosa out. Okay, I'm gonna have to take that Bosa out. Yeah, he's not a Bosa. James Houston is not a Bosa. TJ Watt, possibly, because TJ Watt is not a typical big DN. They, you know, the Steelers play a 3-4, so he's kind of like a linebacker / DN. Micah Parsons, I think, fits James Houston's frame more. I don't think he's nearly as fast as Micah, but I think I think James can be in that 4.5, 4.6 range, and I think he can be moved around versatilely. Right, but he is not a Bosa. He is not a Bosa. Nah, he is. Bosa is, man. Listen, if you don't want to watch, and I'm talking about Joey and his little brother. If you want to watch, their hand placement is amazing. Man, you better watch them Bosa's hand movement, boy. Bosa ran Parsons ran a 4.4. Parsons ran a 4.4. Yeah, that's yowzers. Yeah, let's say Dumas would be that guy when he's done. I think it. So why y'all being so petty, man? Why y'all being so petty today, bro? Dumas would be that guy, but when he's done, I think, and CFL, I would agree with you. Dumas is the kind of player that, to me, and y'all can bash me all you want. 4-3, thank you. Appreciate it, Jeff. Appreciate it. 4-3. All right. I think that Dumas is the kind of player that has to take that step to Power 5 only because of the O-lineman that you're going to see, right? He needs that bigger trenches play to kind of solidify his, and I really hate to say it because I know you guys are going to bash me for it, but I think he just needs to take that upgrade because the trenches play in the SWAC hasn't always been up to par. So you're going to see more Power 5 trench play in the league than you will SWAC trench play. You get like you'll see a great tackle in the SWAC, but you're not going to see a lot of great guard and great center play in the SWAC like you would see at a Power 5 conference or even a Montana or North Dakota or a James Madison. So that's, I think if he kind of went up that next level, I would really, really like to see him go against that type of trench play and see how well he does, because I think he could be a baby Aaron Donald. You know what I'm saying? I think he could be a baby Aaron Donald. If he was 6'4" and played DN, oh yeah, he's draftable. He's draftable because of the simple fact of you can find great tackles in the SWAC that he can compete against. What's hard is finding great guard and great center play that matches what you can find at talent in the SWAC at tackle. You get what I'm saying? So it's not to say that and he needs more of this. And he needs more of that. That's what Dumas needs. And that's why playing up in competition is vital for players like Dumas, for players like Houston, for players like Ezra Gray and Jaquez Payton, because you show your skill set against these Power 5 players, so you have that tape so people can go back and say, well, he did do this against Auburn. He did do this against Texas A&M. He did show up here. He did show up there. And when you don't have tape like that, you kind of limit how they view you. So, yes, I know people don't like to take money games because of you don't want people to get hurt. You don't want people to get blown out. But the playing up in competition helps those draftable players go against talent that scouts say, okay, I know he's dominating at this level, and he also dominated at the Power 5 level. Oh, he translates. He translates, okay? He translates. So that's I think that's where you have the divide between a coach that doesn't want to play up in competition and a coach that just plays D2 and levels. So you're missing out on stuff like that, and it's not like when Southern goes and plays LSU. Like, that's a tape game. Listen, people can tell you all the time, yeah, you might get blown out 60-3. But did you win your matchup? Did you win your matchup? What did your player do? And you better go watch Jacoby Durant against Clemson. He showed his ass. He showed his ass at Clemson, okay? I mean, stride for stride with the receivers, everything. So you can say Clemson is trash. They trash at the FBS level. If they would have came in the SWAC, they would have put 40 on all you Bamas. Okay? So you can say all you want about how Clemson is trash and they not good. They step foot in the SWAC, they beat every last one of you suckers. Every last one of you suckers, okay? Including the Celebration Bowl losers. Especially the Celebration Bowl losers. All right, so let's not play. Let's not play. So just come on, man. That's how it goes, bro. That's exactly how it goes down. So let's not act. Let's not act. So that's my thing. But let me see. I'm not gonna go too much longer. I ain't got that many callers. Clemson 40 for 20. Put 40 on everybody. Hey, listen, you get 40. Like Oprah, you get 40, and you get 40, and you get 40. Everybody getting 40. Everybody getting 40 out here in these streets. Because we be Clemson plays South Carolina 160 on them this year. All right. My point exactly. I'm willing to bet 100 blue. Clemson has no player selected in the first and second round. Hey, where was that betting at for the Celebration Bowl at, Sean? Since you were so confident, I ain't see you throw no bags. I ain't see you throw not a nair bag, and you be up here trying to bet everybody. The reason I didn't bring up Nugget is not a senior. Listen, okay, let me say about Nugget, right? Because I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, blah blah blah. First of all, shout out to Shout out to the Pillsbury. Listen, these, have y'all had these? These are freaking amazing. These mini sweet biscuits. Oh, they're amazing. Shout out to the Pillsbury, man. These junks be hitting. I freaking did you open too? Why you just didn't take? It wasn't empty. I wonder why I had two bags. I was like, why I got two bags? Man, make me feel fat. All right, so this is the thing with Nugget, right? This is the thing with Nugget. Nugget. All right, stay with me. Let me take my 6 list down. All right, so stay with me. If you're watching, Barrett said you got me. If you're watching Nuggets tape, right? The problem is that he did not get tested a lot, right? Which is great for a corner, but not in the SWAC. Okay, this is my personal opinion. All right, so take it with stride. Take it with stride. If you watch Nugget individually, he probably plays the best man-to-man technique you will see in the SWAC. Listen, guys, I'm telling you, Nugget has a high ability to turn and run with the receiver and track the ball. It's Trayvon Diggs-ish. Okay, listen to what I'm telling you, and I don't care what you're talking about. I love the Cowboys. I watch Trayvon all the time. Nugget and Trayvon Diggs can track the ball like nobody's business, right? He can turn, he can run with the best of them. He probably runs a 4.3. He doesn't, it's at a very, very high level. The only issue is that you don't get to see on full display because he doesn't get the ball thrown at him. So let me throw it back. Like Isaiah Alexander from Southeast Louisiana, ranked one of the top DBs in the FCS, right? But at the same time, he's in a high volume passing conference. Nicholas State throws the ball. UIW, Cameron Ward. You have a lot of quarterbacks that are going to test you because quarterbacks are ego driven. I'm better than you. You can't stop me. I'm going to throw this at you. My guy's better than you. I wish Nugget would have better quarterback play so you could see what Nugget truly could do. And I think if Nugget played free safety, and me and his dad have talked about this. If Nugget played free safety, you would see the unlocking of Nugget. Because then you can see the range of what he plays with and the style of how he tracks the ball. You would really see how great Nugget is. But he's limited because of the quarterback play, and 2, he doesn't get tested. He does not get tested. You know what I'm saying? So I think that if Nugget was in a Southland Conference league, if he was in, and I'm not telling him to transfer. I'm not, listen, we're playing hypotheticals. I'm just telling you what it is. Okay. I'm just telling you what it is. If he played in a conference with better quarterback play, you would see an unlocking of Nugget, and you would see how special he really is because of the fact of he would get tested a lot more. That's all I'm saying. If you took, listen to what I'm telling you. If you took Shiloh off the field and you put Nugget at safety, that pass that Shaq Davis caught is a pick. That pass that Shiloh caught for a pick is a touchdown. Like, you would see everything that I've been saying about Nugget, you would be like, oh my freaking God, Scotty was so right. Nugget is unbelievable because you have to understand his hips are, no homo. His hip movement. Boy, okay. I'm so sorry. Oh man, okay. So no homo, right? his hip movement as a DB is amazing. So I'm gonna just leave it at that, man. I just feel you would really see what Nugget really is. Oh man, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, you got me on that one. Hey, caller, you loud, talk to me. What's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Dr. Love again, man.
What's up, Doc?
Hey, I'm a MEAC guy. I'm not a SWAC guy, so I'm just learning some stuff. I didn't know that this is another off topic, my bad. But I did the way Jackson State and Southern talk. I thought they had a lot of championships, man. I see that Alcorn and Grambling been running the SWAC for the last 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm new to this. I thought Jackson State and Southern, when they talked, I thought they were running the SWAC, man.
Well, I mean, they have, listen, man, they have a very storied tradition. So, tradition.
Oh.
Tradition,
okay.
Tradition comes into play with anything. You know what I'm saying? Like when Alabama wasn't winning, before they got Nick Saban, they weren't winning. They still left off the tradition. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Yeah, I didn't know the Glad Trash Bags had 8 SWAC championships, man.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in the 2000s, they got 8. Nobody else got close to that.
Nah, Grambling, like everybody tell me, Grambling had a down year.
God damn, I didn't know that shit. Grambling fans should be in the chat every day then.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Do this like on me, that guy.
No problem. Hey, man, no problem. But yeah, man. So it's a little thing like that. I think, you know what I'm saying? It's just you don't get to really see the so let me Kevin, what is going listen. Juwan passes intermediate throwing is not good. Right? When you're looking for, yeah, that was coming. Yeah, that was coming. Yeah, I knew that was coming. Hey, Amp, I told you. Hey, Jay, Jarvis, I told you it was going to happen, didn't I? Jarvis, I told you. Didn't I text him and tell him? I said on the low key. I said, tell your wife it's coming. I told you, Jarvis, and there it is. There you go. All right, don't ever say you know where you heard it first. All right, you tell your wife you know where you heard it first. Bump all that other stuff. I've been said that. I said that like 2 weeks ago, Coach. Oh well, I didn't say it on my channel, but yeah, But yeah. So Juwan's intermediate passing is not good. Right? It's not good. It's not. It's if you watch him throw the ball, it hurts me when he throws it to the intermediate. Right? It looks like and I tried to talk to a QB coach about it. I said, it looks like he's like forcing it. If anybody's a QB coach on here, and please help me, like, it just looks like he's like, he's forcing it. I can't explain it. I've never been a quarterback. It just looks like he's like darting the ball and it looks jagged and rigid. Like it just doesn't look smooth. You know what I'm saying? So that's his biggest problem, his intermediate passing. Like I said, he has one of the best great ball. He has one of the best deep balls he can throw the deep ball very, very well. He didn't show up in the Celebration Bowl. I mean, SWAC championship game. That's on him. You know what I'm saying? That's just a bad look for him. But overall, like he just needs a quarterback coach, man. I just think he really needs a quarterback coach to help him with his intermediate passing. But it does not help when you do not show up in a championship game and everything was open. I'm like, I hate to say that it doesn't help you when you're in a championship game and you literally piss down your leg. Literally. Like, I know we can talk Coach 30 all. Listen, bro, moment's too big. Piss down your leg. Just, you didn't show up. In the biggest game of the year, you did not show up. So I'm sorry. That's a knock on me. That's a knock for me right there. Because every game in the NFL is a big game. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. Like, you got 18 games to get your shit together. So every game is a big game in the NFL, especially if you're going against rivalry, division weeks. Oh, come on, man. Like, so nah, I'm good. I'm good on you, Juwan. I'm good. It is what it is. That boy said I was open. He missed me. I was digital miss. Oh man. Oh man, that was funny. I like that. I like that. All right, man. Listen, I'm about to get up out of here, guys. I appreciate y'all. Let me see. How Tuskegee hire somebody before PV? This is foolishness, man. I am so sick. Listen, I am so sick of PV, man. I am sick of PV. I don't know what. Listen, I'm sick of them. All right, listen, sick of. I don't know what y'all doing over there. You better be trying to drop the bag on somebody. The bag. Get my likes up too. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Campbell. Damn near 400 people are watching. 4 people are watching Saturday. Get my likes up. Hey, Mr. Campbell. Damn near 400 people. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Coach Green? Talk to me.
All right, turn my volume down. Since you about to get off the show, you mind if we talk about that Tuskegee for a little bit?
I ain't got nothing to say about it, but go ahead.
All I was gonna ask was, how did you find out?
Oh, man, boy, I got sources everywhere. Listen, man, you listen. Everybody watch. Listen, they might not admit it. Listen, what is it? I'm like FUBU, right? You know, everybody, everybody used to wear it, but nobody want to admit it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were like, hey, you're like, you wore FUBU? Nah, you lying. You wore FUBU. You know what I'm saying? So that's like, everybody watches me, but they don't admit that they watch me. You see what I'm saying? So, but now I had people reach out to me. They was like, yo, I was asking somebody about Reggie Ruffin, like, was he on a list for like, for coaching jobs, like for the PV or, Alabama State. And they was like low key, I think he's going to get the Tuskegee job. And I was like, what? And then they started explaining to me about the Alabama State and Tuskegee rivalry. I would say that would be legit because you had a chance to get Reggie Ruffin at Alabama State. That would have really been like a damn good hire. Now he goes to Tuskegee. If he rebuilds Tuskegee to anything of what Miles is, oh, you gonna be in some shit because if they beat Alabama State, oh my God, that real estate agent gonna put a for sale sign in front of his own house. Keep playing.
They must do a bag to get for that to happen, man. They must have threw a bag.
Dude, and I'm asking you, Coach Green, does Tuskegee got money like that?
That's why I'm wondering. I know about their facilities, not all that right now. They talk about improving everything. So I'm just wondering, they must do a little bit. They must be paying a little bit more than what Miles was willing to do. That's the only thing I can come up with. They must be doing a little bit more than what Miles was willing to do.
Where is Tuskegee? I don't even know where it's at.
Tuskegee is where is it? I know it's like going towards. Because we passed it up every time we used to play. We ain't never stopped there. I always saw the sign Tuskegee. And Coach Steele used to always say, hey, Tuskegee right down there. Where we was going?
Tuskegee, Alabama.
Every time we go to Huntington. It's in Alabama. Every time we used to go to Huntington. So Huntington and Montgomery, it's not too far from Montgomery. That's why I'm gonna say it's not too far from Montgomery.
Yeah, it says Macon County, Alabama. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's not too far from Montgomery because every time we go play Huntington, when we was Division III, we played Huntington College out there in Alabama, and that's out there in Montgomery. So I know we passed the sign every time, but I ain't never really paid attention to it because I was just a player at the time.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't know, man. I'm shocked by that.
Now, if I'm
really shocked.
Now, help me out. Isn't Miles and Tuskegee in the same division? Are they both D2?
Miles, yeah. They are. They're in the SIAC.
Okay. Oh, wow. That's okay. Wow.
That's one of the type hires that you were talking about that happened in the
SWAC. Shoot. Hold up. This man said Tuskegee got $126 million in endowment. Wow.
Yeah, they up there now. They up there.
Wow.
They just never put no money into the athletics, which they talk about doing now.
Wow. That's bang. Oh, wow. Okay, Tuskegee.
Yeah, that's what keep the doors open when you got a lot of money in your endowment. Because some schools, man, they be having like 1.5 billion in their endowment. And that's great for them. If they got 126 million, that's great.
Woo!
I didn't know it was like that much.
Now, my thing is this: how had a D? Okay, because from what I heard was Tuskegee was a D2 powerhouse. So how is a D2 powerhouse beating up on Alabama State religiously?
Last time I think one of the days we would talk about, all the coaches that came through Alabama State. It was all about coaching, and he was out recruiting Alabama State when it comes to getting in-state talent.
Mm-hmm.
He was literally out recruiting Alabama State. That's what the problem is. Like Bowie State been out recruiting, say, Morgan State.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it is with Tuskegee. That's how it was with Tuskegee. Well, shoot, it might get like that again. The State Farm guy don't get hired next. But yeah, that's what it's like. It's like Bowie and Morgan State.
Okay, I can rock with that. Comedy was at Tuskegee. He was a beast. They be getting beat by Albany State. That's the powerhouse. Okay, cool.
Yeah, because I remember that. I remember when Jackson State hired Comedy, they were talking about what he did at Tuskegee, and he had that spread offense going at Tuskegee at the time.
Got you.
That's what got him hired. He was scoring a lot of points at Tuskegee. A lot of points.
Too easy. Hey, anything else you got, Coach Green?
Okay, I'm gonna give you my 6. All right,
go ahead.
My 6 is, since you already took Houston, I'm gonna take Houston off because I'm gonna change it up a little bit since you already got Houston. So I'm gonna put Hampton. I'm gonna put the tight end for Bethune-Cookman. Savion Williams from for FAMU. Let me see who else. I'm gonna take the other safety from FAMU, the one that was besides Bell.
Talking about Antoine Collier.
Yeah, I'm gonna take him, and Antoine Owens.
Okay, so you said
and
Ham. You said Ham.
One more. Shoot, who else? Ezra Gray.
Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. Oh, and just to put this out here, since people talk about they want to take a punter from the SWAC. You know that punter that the Raiders had, that black dude came from Fort Valley State?
Are you talking about Mark
King? His last name was King.
Marquette King.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
They took him from Division II. So they whoever said that don't know what they're talking about.
Facts. That's what Dyson Roberts remind me of.
If he's doing stuff like that, if he's doing stuff like you said the punter is at FAMU doing.
No, Chris. Hey, listen, Chris Vidal is a walking Pro Bowl punter. Day one, he's a walking. Year one, he could be a rookie Pro Bowl punter. Like, that's how good Chris Vidal is. No lie, straight up.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, I never really paid attention to the punter, but you gave them stats. I was like, yeah, that's impressive. Impressive.
Yeah, most definitely. So, hey, but appreciate the call, though, Coach.
I'll put it like this. This is my last thing, and then I'm done. If that punter at South Carolina State was a senior, will he be draftable?
He doesn't have the average. He has the quirkiness, like the rugby style, and I think he would be a great CFL punter. I think he'll be a great XFL punter. I think with the NFL, they're not on the quirkiness yet of a college and rugby style and all that type of stuff. So I think if he went to the CFL, or if he went to the XFL or USFL, whichever one comes back, I think he could definitely work in one of those leagues. But his quirkiness is a little different. But he's special now. He definitely is special.
Okay. All right, then.
All right. Appreciate the call.
All right, bro.
So, yep. I mean, look, I like Dyson Roberts. I like Dyson Roberts a lot. I think he could. His quirkiness is real. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I have never seen a punter that can kick in between like two people about to tackle him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still punted with a crazy hang time, and it still go about 45 to 50 yards. He's amazing. He's amazing. He's amazing. He's amazing. But it is what it is. Let me ask you this. Since I'm surprised I don't have a lot of callers for this conversation. Let me ask you guys this. Out of all the quarterbacks, freshmen, sophomores, senior, juniors, whatever, if they were all eligible to get drafted, who would be the highest? I'm going to say it again. Out of all the quarterbacks, freshmen, whatever, all right? Freshmen, sophomore, juniors, if everybody was eligible to come out this year, who would be the highest drafted guy? I got Glass, Quill, Norfolk State, Glass. Okay. Random. Somebody is smoking something.
Stay off the damn weed.
Yeah. Southern. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely not Southern. Glass, McKay, Felix. Oh, got a Felix in here. Southern QB, Young. Probably Glass as much. I hate to admit it. Sanders. Game Manager of the Year, G-Dub, Brady. Both Bethune quarterbacks. What do you think about Felix, Scotty? I love Felix. I don't think he's an NFL quarterback, but I love Felix. I think Felix in his own right is special, but he's just a little too slender for me. And I know you got like the Tuas, they're real slender, but the thing that I have a problem with Felix is I rarely saw him just drop back and read. I rarely saw him do that. It would always be like an RPO style, play action style. I rarely just saw him drop back. You know, my first progression is not there, second progression. And usually if he did go through his reads, it was off of a broken play, right? So he would look front side, he would see the pressure, roll out, and, you know, he'll find the guy and then throw it. I think he's a winner. I love his ability to extend the play, but I just don't see him as a next level quarterback because of his slenderness, like of his size. If he was 6'3", you know, 6'3", 6'4" and can move like that, I think we're talking about something. But it's a little difficult. It's a little difficult. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see him drop back and read more and kind of, and hey, listen, that lefty stuff is real. All right. That lefty stuff is real. So, but I definitely would have liked to see him drop back and read a lot more. Andrew Body. How close the battle for starting QB at how close the battle? Sanders just because of his dad. Felix can be a star. I agree. I definitely agree, Kevin. I definitely agree. I just think he still needs to read. He just needs to definitely read his progressions. Let me see. I'll talk about my guy. I was killing the recruit. They definitely are killing the portal. Alabama A&M is definitely they the people that they picking up. They got to hit. All right, listen. Everybody don't got to hit, but most of the people that Alabama A&M is picking up, they got to hit. They got to hit on these dudes, man. Got to hit on these guys. All right, let me tell you this. All right, let me be and big ups to South Oak Cliff High School, Texas State champs. Shout out to them. Shout out to South Oak Cliff. Oak Cliff, that's my hood. Put it in your face, make it get it understood. I think that's how it go. South Oak Cliff, that's my hood. Put it in your face so you know it's understood. Something like that. I think that's how they go. All right, triple D, as they say. Triple D. I got family down there, so I know a little something. All right, so let me rank my like NFL quarterbacks, right? I think, and I'm gonna be honest. I think the best quarterback in the SWAC right now, right? Arm talent is Quincy Casey. Quincy Casey has the best arm talent in the SWAC, hands down. No quarterback can throw it like him. No quarterback can sling it like him. No quarterback can whatever throw you need to be made can be like Quincy Casey has the best, in my personal opinion. Quincy Casey had over Glass, absolutely over Glass. Quincy. Listen. Nobody has a better arm talent. Listen to what I'm saying to you. See, you guys get super emotional. Listen to what I'm saying. Arm talent, okay? Arm talent means like Patrick Mahomes-ish, all right? Patrick Mahomes is not the most accurate guy. Arm talent is all the weird stuff that you can do with your arm. You can fling it 60, 70, 80 yards in your sleep. That's called arm talent, okay? So understand when I break this down what it means. The most accurate guy is Shador. Quill is a close second, all right? Then I will put Quincy Casey third, okay? So let's be very clear about what I'm saying, right? Pocket presence. Number one, Shador freaking Jesus Christ Sanders Jr. Like, no ifs and buts about it. Pocket presence galore. You should be teaching classes on pocket presence. All right. Yeah. The next one will be Andrew Body. Andrew Body will be number 2 in pocket presence because of his creativity on how he moves in the pocket and everything like that. Definitely Andrew Body would be number 2. If I was starting a team, it would go 1, Andrew Body, 2, Shador, 3, Quincy Casey, 4, Quill, 5, Felix Harper. That would be that arm talent is Sanders. Shut your dumb ass up. You don't know nothing about his arm talent is not that good, my boy. Get off his nuts. It's not that good. All right. That would be my I would start. And this is why I would go with Andrew Body at number 1. He is so dynamic. Like Andrew Body's accuracy, it cringes me sometimes because I'll be like, oh, you need to hit that, Andrew. God, dog, you need to hit that. But man, he is so dynamic. I mean, listen, bro. Man, Andrew Body is so dynamic, bro. Andrew Body is so freaking dynamic, man. I'm sorry. He can beat you in so many different ways. He can have 200 yards passing and 200 yards rushing. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm talking about like, I think with Trigger over Body is like the seniorism of, I think the upside is better with Body. The upside on Andrew Body is ridiculous. If Andrew Body had like Shador Sanders accuracy, if I would say it again, if Andrew Body had Shador Sanders accuracy, you're not stopping Andrew because he can throw for 300 and he can run for 200. Like, that's what we talking about. That's what we're talking about. Come, like, man, nah, bro. Mm-mm. You can't listen, bro. You can't take away. You can't take away. Listen, Andrew Body's legs is ridiculous. Like, come on, man. that boy dumb. Andrew Body. If Andrew Body can get his accuracy together to be in the 60, 63, 65, like if he could get around that 63, 65 mark, you better watch the hell out. I don't need him to be 72 like Shador and 70. I don't need all that. If he could get to about 65, 68, somewhere around them 60s, boy, you better be scared. I'm telling you now, you better be scared. Hey, Mr. Dash, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, Scott, how you doing, man?
What's up? Turn your background
Scott,
down.
You stole my thunder. I was gonna say Quincy Casey. Scott, his arm talent is off the chain. And I don't think people remember how good he was in the spring. And remember now, he just was learning that offense. And my question to you, Scotty, if Quincy would have stayed at Jackson State, do you think he would have played in this year?
Negative. You would have never touched the field unless that time he got when Shador got hurt against Delta State. He probably would have touched the field for like 2 plays, and then Shador would have got back in. He would have never seen the field. Never seen the field.
And I think next year Alabama A&M, I think Quincy Kasem is going to be the star of the SWAC, because Scott, I just don't think people realize how good he is. He's legit. I was very impressed with him, and people fail to realize he didn't start because he had COVID.
Yeah, the thing for me, the reason I couldn't put Quincy over a lot of quarterbacks, especially Shador, is because I haven't seen him lead a team. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's important. I've seen Andrew pick his team up against Rice, and when they had nothing, and he comes in and does amazing. You know what I'm saying? And he goes toe to toe with Aqeel at Texas, at Alabama A&M or whatever. So and I've seen Shador lead his team. Push offensive lineman, take your ass off the sideline, catch the ball, block. Like that. Quarterback is a leadership position. Even if you don't want it, it takes you got to be a leader. So I've never seen Quincy Casey lead a team. So I have to knock him for that, because you only play 2 games. Right. Bethune-Cookman freshman year, and
I'm just going to 2 games. And one of the guys, I don't know. I'm gonna send you the highlights of him. Cameron Lewis out of Winston-Salem, 6'4", 230. Look him up and check out the highlights on him. I think you'll be very impressed with this guy.
Say his name again, Cameron what?
Cameron Lewis.
Cameron Lewis, okay.
Out of Winston-Salem. Yeah, I'm gonna send his highlights to me. You just let me know what you think about it. I want to say more, but I can't.
No problem.
Okay, I started, and I had some more stuff, but I'll bring it up when you're on another subject.
Hey, too easy. Appreciate the call, Mr. Nash.
Take care, sir.
No problem. Listen, all right. As much as I'm a Quincy Casey, as much as I'm a Quincy Casey fan, I gotta be a realist at the same time. I gotta be a realist. He's never led a team. Okay, never led a team. So it takes. I haven't seen Quincy, be down, 10 points in the fourth quarter. I've never seen, lead a whole team for a season, stuff like that. So you got to take that in consideration. Best running quarterback, Andrew Body. I mean, technically it would be Jalen Jones. Now, since he's at Bethune, that's a nice 1A, 1B. But I'll take Andrew Body still. I'll take Andrew Body. Yeah, I'll take Andrew Body. Because what he did to Jackson State running, and I mean, I think he got like a 60-yard touchdown, got called back. Like a 50, 40-yard touchdown got called back on a holding call. Like, He's legit, bro. I mean, he was floating on him. He didn't even look like he was running fast. He was just out there floating on him. Just, yeah. That boy gonna be trouble if he gets some accuracy. If that boy can hit a fade route consistently or a deep post route consistently, we over here talking about Valley, boy. We need to be talking about Texas Southern because that's gonna be a problem, especially when they bring back Ladarius Owens, the running back too. The whole team was like freshmen and sophomores, man. Listen, y'all better not sleep on Andrew Body and Texas Southern. Definitely. So, man, listen. Now, if Timona wasn't in her feelings, she would tell you, Andrew Body, Scotty, nobody. That's what she would say. In her high-pitched voice, nobody. Because that's why, Scotty, like, we demolished him. What was his completion percentage, Scotty? What, he throw for like 120? And he's a nobody. That's what Timona would say. If Timona wasn't in her feelings and left the channel, but you know, that's kind of what she would say. He's a nobody. So whatever. Shout out to Timona for that one. All right. If Body and Fields, I would call Sanders and let's work out together in the offseason. Jaron Williams would be Alabama starter next year. Big Hurt. Hey, Big Hurt, how much you want to put on that, Big Hurt? I'm not a high bettor. I bet you a gentleman's bet. I bet you $1. I bet you $1 that Quincy Casey is the starting quarterback. I bet you $1. Whole gentleman's bet. $1. So yeah, come on. Where you at, Big Hurt? A whole $1. I'm waiting for the response. $5? All right, we can do 5. All right, we do $5. Yeah, I'll put 5 on that, Big Hurt. Hey, babe, put that in your notes. $5, Big Hurt. She better not bring that mess over here. You know what I'm saying? She better not bring that mess over here. We missed Timona. It's your fault. It's not my fault. How is it my fault? It ain't my fault. Listen, you can't be. You cannot be emotional on this channel. All right? And that's why I be getting with people in the comments. All right? That's why I be getting. Listen. Y'all think I am a full-time YouTuber. Shout out to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for making that happen. All right. So I'm a full-time YouTuber. So I got time to be with the comments. So if y'all think y'all gonna say some slick stuff in my comments and I'm not gonna get back with you, you are sadly mistaken. Okay. I got time. Okay. I love it. Okay. Like my girl would tell you, like my eyes pop up. I sit up in my bed. I'm like, oh, this is nice. Oh yeah. Let's go. All right. I do this, okay? So I think like the pettiness is all throughout my spirit, okay? I have seen the QB. It's funny. I talked to somebody about him earlier today. What's his Bryson McCrary from Hines? Oh, let me say this. He's good. I mean. For what Dooley wants to run, he's good. His feet are amazing. All right. His feet are amazing. Bryson McCrary, whatever his name is, Brian McCrary, whatever. Listen, feet are amazing. All right. Feet are amazing. His arm, it's okay. It's not, I mean, it's decent. It's not, you know, he can make all the throws that you need. Like, he's decent. All right. So to me, I compared him to, I think he's an upgrade over Jamari Jones, but he's still in that. If I was rating him on Madden, I'll give him like a 77, a 78, and I would give a Jamari like a 72 or a 71. So that would be my thing. That would be my thing. So that's what I would rate. That's why I would rate McCrary. But for real though, who you really need, listen, that Trey Lane, That Southern guy, that Deion, yo, he's special. He's special. He might be the knockoff. He might be the white boy knockoff version of Joey Bosa. And I'm so exaggerating right now. Listen, I'm exaggerating to the 5th degree, but he is good though. He is good. If I was rating him, he's like an 80. He's like an 84. If I was giving him a Madden rating, he's like an 84, 85. Like he's legit. Like he cannot you cannot not see him. You cannot, when you watching tape, if you're watching anybody else on the tape, he jumps off the tape. Like Trey Lane, like you can, like he's one of those people when you're watching tape, you're like, yo, who is this white boy? Like legit, who is this white boy? All right, so man, listen, that boy good. Trey Lane, that Southern guy, that boy good. All right. Yeah. He's legit. Yes, sir. Trey Lane, I never played with my brother at God. Man, listen, that white boy cold. That white boy cold. Listen, I ain't know nothing about him, but I was just watching the tape because I was actually watching the tape for Jamari and for the quarterbacks, and I just keep, and this white boy just keep popping off. I'm like, damn, who is Trey Lane? You're like, Trey Lane. I'm like, damn, this boy is everywhere, man. I'm like, shoot. Next thing I know, I'm like, oh, that's the Bama Southern guy. Yo, y'all got a gym on that one. That came straight from OFFScript HR. Oh man, that's a good one, Shy. Boy, you stupid. Let's get to the 2020 football schedule. Prediction for Jackson State at Oscar. I know Deion don't want to take money games, but like you said, they have to play up. It could be a recruiting pitcher, future 5 stars. Okay, so help me get this. All right, help me get this. How does the schedule work? Because people tell me that you schedule your things out 3 years in advance, but you still have open spaces. What do we make that make sense to me? You know what I'm saying? So make that make sense to me. I think Deion needs to play a top level D1 AA talent. If you don't want to play Power 5, that's cool, that's fine, whatever. But you definitely need to play top D1 AA talent. All right. You definitely need to play. Trev Williams, it is ginger ale. All right. Ginger ale. I don't drink. I don't drink at all. All right. Just the smell of it, I'd be like, ugh. So I don't drink. So it's ginger ale in this cup. So yeah, bye weeks that you can feel. So they playing Alabama A&M in Mobile. Oh, that's gonna be a good one. Yeah, bye weeks that you can feel. So they need to find. Listen, I'll tell you one thing. I bet not see no gosh darn daggone D2 school. I'm tired of seeing them Bamas on these schedules, especially for Jackson State. You bet not have the #1 rated player in all the country playing a D2 school. Don't do that. Don't do that. And let me tell you one thing. Beat a D2 school by 7 points next year with the #1 rated player, I'm clowning y'all ass. I'm clowning y'all ass. And all you Jack State fans going to be like, oh, Scotty, oh, a win's a win. Nah, Bamas. I'm not letting that rock. I'll take that. I'll take a UIW, I'll take a UIW, Nicholas State. I'll take that. I'll take a McNeese. You know what I'm saying? So I'll take a McNeese. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be cool with that. What kind of ginger ale? Well, Canada Dry. I don't do that Schweppes. That Schweppes stuff is nasty. True, but after playing FBS, they better schedule to win. No PV like junk. No PV, JV stuff. We won't care. I know y'all never care. Y'all never care. Y'all love doing them little basic ass wins, man. Basic ass wins. Boy, just basic. Just like your name, Stead. Basic. Stead Harper. Where's the creativity behind that? Basic. Close to Stud Harper. Anyway. South Alabama, Central Arkansas. I'll take it. Listen, man, I'll take anything, bro. I said close to Stud Harper. Something's wrong with me. Yeah, man. So just anything like that, man. Southern Miss, Troy, anything, man. Anything. Just give me something to be like, Give me something to be like, all right, yeah, let me, like get up and oh, okay, Jackson State versus this. Okay, cool, but I'm good on that. Did anybody else see the Alcorn Baylor last night basketball game? I know Rocky went to the game. Rocky, one of my subscribers, he went to the game. He was sitting front row. I would love have you watched the film on Hawaiian Kid, Jeremy Musa. Is that the kid from Vandy? Jordan, is that the kid from Vandy? Hey, what's up, Mr. Ford? Talk to me.
Hey, you just made me, hold on, let me turn this thing down. You just made me think about something about the schedule. I would like to see Jackson State play North Carolina A&T in Chicago. They got a large Jackson State fan base in Chicago. We're talking about the second or third largest city in America. And I just would like to see the SWAC and the MEAC meet up in Chicago. Now, we've had Howard, we've had Grambling in Chicago. We've had a number of teams up there, but I would love to see that Jackson versus North Carolina A&T in Chicago. And the other thing, after the game Saturday, after the Celebration Bowl, I turned and watched Howard University playing North Carolina A&T. Scotty, I was impressed with Howard. I hadn't been impressed with Howard since the 70s, A.B. Williamson, them people. But they had some good players. I would just imagine, Howard had signed a 7-foot African, but I think he opted out. I think he went pro or something. Can you imagine if they had that 7-footer now?
Talking about basketball-wise?
His name was Mercure or something.
Yeah,
he was
Maker.
A 7-foot
Von
African
Maker,
kid.
yes. Von Maker, Mon Maker, something like that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Somebody said it right there. If not Chicago, how about the Circle City Classic? I'd love to see Jackson and North Carolina A&T. That would be an epic match right there. That would be a big game. But I know that Jackson basically has 2 off games that they can put in. Excuse me. The Tennessee State game is that's up for at least the next 6-7 years. But they got a spot where Delta State was. Now I know that Jackson is going to play South Alabama. I think they're going to Mobile. You might need to correct me on that. But I think they're going to Mobile. I'm not sure, but I think they are going to Mobile.
I thought the Alabama A&M game is in Mobile, but I don't know anything else.
That's right.
Mobile.
You're right. That's right. You're right. I'm sorry. You're right. That's right. It is in Alabama. That's going to be a big game. Like you said, that's going to be a big game. That's going to be a really big game.
Blue Blood said, and I'm just telling you one thing. No questions, though, but Blue said North Carolina T plays North Dakota State next year already. No way they play Jackson
North
State.
Carolina A&T plays North Dakota?
Yeah.
They going to get a beat down. I watched North Dakota. We can't play them folks. That day I told you I sit there and I watched James Madison. I watched Southeast Louisiana. I watched South Dakota. Listen, and I ain't trying to be disrespectful. Man, we can't play them people. See, to me, North Dakota should be 1A. They should not be 1AA, or they should not be FCS. They should be FBS. They are hiding to me. And I just don't think we can play those people.
That's real.
I don't think we can.
I know Mr. Campbell has said that numerous times.
Scotty, did anybody have any questions for me?
Negative, Mr. Ford.
Okay, y'all have a good night. Okay,
you too now.
Okay.
I've seen the Vanderbilt kid. I'm going to hold off on my my rating of him because I just seen the highlights and I hate. Listen, guys, if you want to know, listen, I want people to understand if you're watching film, a huddle tape is not film. I'm gonna say that again for the people in the back. A huddle tape is not film. It is a highlight tape. All right. What is a highlight tape? A highlight tape is you show all your best plays. Okay. All the best plays. So don't come telling me, oh, this kid's the next all world when you're only watching his huddle tape. Okay. Now, off of Jeremy Musa's huddle tape, he can make a lot of throws. I absolutely love how he can throw rolling left off platform. But once I get a full couple games, like I want to watch a full game of him playing the position, then I can come back and give you a rating for the player. But other than that, as of right now, I've only seen his huddle tape. His huddle tape shows me his strengths. He has an arm. He can definitely wing it. He can definitely throw that thing. All right. So he's a big kid. So it is what it is. But I got to see game footage of him to actually know what he looks like. Okay. So I want to be very clear when people out here, Scotty, I saw this kid, and you're only watching his huddle tape. All right. If you're only watching somebody's huddle tape, you don't know what they are. All right. You need the full scale of what they can do. All right. Just want to be very clear. Now, you might see bits and pieces. Like you can see somebody's speed on the huddle tape. You can see how they run. Like, okay, let me help people out. I'm just helping you out a little bit. You know, I'm a nice guy. When you're watching a huddle tape of certain athletes, right? Like running backs, wide receivers, if you want to see their speed, you want to see how can they outrun angles? All right. That's when you know you have top-notch speed, is if you outrun angles. So an angle, let me break this down to you. An angle is when one player and another player are supposed to meet at a transition point based off the angle the defensive player takes. If the player A is faster than player B, where he thinks he's going to meet up at, he runs past them. That is next level speed, because I'm already taking the angle to where I should meet you at. And if I don't meet you there and you run past me, that is outrunning an angle. That's when you know you have next level speed on the tape. What's up, Mom? That's my mama right there. All right. Love you, Mom. Thank you. All right. So that's it. That's one thing. All right. You could also look at the shiftiness, how wide receivers catch with their hands, how DBs play in space, all that type of stuff. All right. In huddles, you know, just looking at their hip movement, whatever. All right. So same thing. Listen, same thing with DBs with interceptions. You want to see their speed? See what they look like when they outrun angles. All right. Also, when you're watching a huddle tape, please focus on the competition. Okay. Like, are all the kids 5'6"? All right. Are all the kids 5'6" and below? Okay. Are all the kids 5'8" and below? Do they have a big, like, look at the competition as well. Okay. So that's a little few tips when you're watching people's huddle tapes. You're like, oh, you know, hey, like, how does that look? And okay, all right, yeah, all right, yeah. That's how you do that. I have not, and Coach Green, I have not seen not one tape. Let me make sure I blow that up real big. Thank you, Mr. D. Let my mama know I am a very respectable young man. Thank you. All right. So, hey, but Coach Green, I have not seen not one bit of tape on Big Country. If anybody has some tape on him, please send it to me. I'll watch it. Jordan, I know Jordan always got tape on everybody. So Jordan, hit me up in my Instagram and throw the tape to me. I know you got it. No, I don't want to lie. Whatever. So it is. Hey, you got 300 likes in here. Shout out to Reese being the 300 liker. All right, shout out to you. All right, so appreciate it. So I'm about to get up out of here. I'm gonna see if my mom respond. He played at IMG. He got only a couple practice. You know CFL gonna know. CFL, he only got a couple practice clips. All right, see. So yeah, see, that's tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's tough. You know, you got practice clips or like old film and stuff like that. So AC, how do you feel about him? Or did you do that in the video? See, did you do that in the video how you feel about them? How you felt about them? So let me know. Listen, man. Hey, listen, guys. Listen. I'm not CFL. Okay. If you want breakdowns of recruits, Take y'all ass to CFL. He do all that recruiting commitment series. I don't got time for that, man. You listen. I just watch y'all. I'm a one-man band, okay? I'm not Blue. I'm not C. All right, I'm not those. Them dudes be. Listen, I'm not that, man. Listen, I don't be. I just pick a couple players. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna check them out. And then from there, I as the season goes along, I watch. Y'all need to stop acting like I'm out here just watching film every single. I'm not. That's not me. I got a whole affluent girlfriend over here I got to take care of, okay? So she takes a lot of my time too, so I ain't got time to just be watching film all day, man. Like, listen, leave that stuff to Blue, leave that stuff to CFL, go to their channel, subscribe, ask them all the questions, especially Blue, all right? That boy would tell you his last test score in the 4th grade, all right? I ain't got time for all that. I'm going to watch a couple film, I'm going to watch some playmakers and stuff like that, and then I'm going to come back and let you know how I feel about them. You know what I'm saying? So, other than that, you know, dang, y'all act like yeah. Don't send me another damn recruit. Y'all act like I got stuff to do, man. You think that referee films itself? I'm the skit man. All right, I try to be funny over here. All right, shoot. So y'all I ain't got time for all that, man. I'm so glad they. Oh man, babe, where my palm at? I think it's my. You so petty. I think it's in my duffel bag. CFL will be working his vast forklift. Oh man, hey, CFL boy, he be working. Who will be the first HBCU player drafted? I think I be over here writing scripts, man. For OFFScript. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all like, hey, there you go. Thanks, man. Thanks. You know, they wanted to hear the oldie but goodie. They wanted to hear oldie but goodie. I'm so glad. We not going. We just gonna tease it a little bit. We ain't gonna do them like that. We ain't gonna do them like that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna do it like that. We ain't gonna do them like that. You know what I'm saying? They done had enough. I think they done had enough. I think they done had enough. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I'm gonna remix it. Just a little remix. Shout out to Reese for that one. That was my man Reese's idea. This right here, Reese Dog. He came up with that one. Reese Dog came up with that one. All right, shout out to him. He came up with that one. I can't even take credit for it. Scotty, I should send y'all some stamps. Oh man. Shout out to Reese Dog for coming up with that one. I can't even take credit for that. He came up with that one. So shout out to him. Hey, Carter, you live? Talk to me.
Scotty, man, I just wanted to call and personally tell you, man, that you ain't worth a shit, man. Hey, man, one of them Jackson State fans, man, gonna hang you by your Achilles, man. Hey, boy, I can tell you living in the moment, boy. Hey, you ain't worth a damn shit, boy. King Teddy right here, boy. You ain't worth a damn. Boy.
Hey, let me tell you, bro. Like, let me tell you, my mom would tell you, like, She used to be like, I was that kid that she'd be like, man, you just don't stop. I'm like, nah, I don't. I don't know how to.
Bro, I'm with you, dog. Pull that shit on, man. Fuck JSU. No.
Oh man. Appreciate the call, man. Boy, you stupid.
Yeah.
Oh man, listen. I don't know nothing else. This all I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, growing up, boy, my mind be like, you get on my last nerve. I don't know how to stop. I do not know how to stop. Oh man, I'm sorry. Shout out to Reese Dog for that one. He came up with that. I stole it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Unlike a lot of people that steal my stuff, I'm gonna give people credit when I steal their stuff. What'd you say?
If you think I'm here to play around with y'all, God damn it, I'm not.
That's for you, Mom. Shout out to you, Mom. That's for you. That's for you, Mom. Love you. Oh man. Hey, Mom, call in. I love you. Hey, call in, Mom. Tell the people how I was growing up. Call in. I would think they would love to hear some stories about how I was growing up. Call in. 516-259-9041, Mom. 516-259-9041. Not enough. Oh man, come on, Mom. Just give him a little something. Give a little, come on, man. Don't be a party pooper, Mom. Nobody can see you. Okay. You don't got to stand up in front of the crowd. All right. So it's really easy. Just call in, give a couple little thingy things, and we out the door. All right. We'll end it on you. All right. Come on, Mom. Don't be like that. You on national television, Mom. Don't be like that. Oh man. Listen. Okay. I can either tell my stories or you can give your version. It's up to you. Because if I start giving out versions, I'm gonna tell them how you beat me like Kuta Kinte. That's all I'm gonna. And this is on national television, so you can either come in, defend yourself, and tell your side, or I can tell my point of view of it and how I felt like a whoop slave. I mean, it's up to you. It's all up to you. Whatever you decide to do. All right. But remember, you are on national television. All right. National television. Just saying. 516-259-9041, Mom. 516-259. Text her. Yeah, Akila gonna text you the number, Mom. All right. She just listen. I see. If my number. Oh man, she gonna be like, boy. Oh, this is gonna be funny. I have a feeling this is gonna be hilarious. Hopefully it. Yeah, Mama Script gonna call in. Ain't nobody in the call lines, Mom. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Just us two. He said she gonna come out of retirement. Just me and you. This guy Jesse needs to focus on power run game to take pressure off the QB. That's actually gobbling. That's actually not a bad idea. Hey, what's up, Mom? Mom. Mom. Lord have mercy.
Oh.
What's up? Mom, can you hear me? Mom. What is she doing?
Wow.
Mom, stop following the television. Talk to the phone. Stop looking at the wherever you're watching the show. Stop and talk to the phone. Lord have mercy. Tell her to call back. Tell her to call from her other phone or something like that. Oh, okay. Lord have mercy. God almighty. All right, so Keely gonna call on three-way so y'all can kind of hear how I was growing up, and then we're gonna end it off that. Scotty gonna put a timer on my. Listen, man, I probably will. And tell her just talk to the phone. Hey, what's up, Mom?
Okay, go ahead now, honey.
Mom.
Hey, Brian.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Wouldn't allow me. It kept saying no connection. No connection. So I texted Keely.
Oh, okay.
So, hello, how's everyone?
They good, Mom.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clear as day.
Okay. They really don't want me to tell them about Mr. Abraham. You see, that's why he's so good at what he does now, because he's a talker. I stayed at the school. All the teachers knew me because of Abraham. I don't care what. Abraham just talked, stayed in trouble. He was smart. That was the only reason they tolerated him, because he was smart. Now, if he had been one of those type kids that was a talker and wasn't smart, and intelligent, he would have really been in trouble. How do you get in trouble at physical ed? How can you get in trouble at that type of thing? Only my son. If I don't care what age I did in school, I would receive a call because they knew I was that into checking up on him, because he lived in Montgomery County. That's one of those neighborhoods, counties where black kids, you better stay right. So I had to make sure they were treating me right. If he didn't come to school with a pencil, Miss Scott, you're telling me Miss Scott sent you to school without a pencil? He said, yes, sir. He was like, I'm going to call your mother. Every I would get in trouble because I said, you do what the teachers say. You would do what they say, but the wrong times, not the right time. You would come home with it. Like he was on. But it's been so long now. So they put you in the timeout.
ISS.
And I said, why did you do it? He was like, no, ma'am. I said, but then why did you sign it stating that you did? I said, the next time they give you anything and you know you didn't do it, don't sign the form. So the next time they gave him the form, he wouldn't sign it. So I had to go to the school for that. I lived in the school for my son, Adrian. He never, and he said he got beaten all the time. He didn't get beaten all the time. Maybe
I got
3 times out of the week. And I wish I had that button that he has now. If you think I'm here to play with you, I would have been pushing that button every single day. If you think I'm here to play with you, I'm not. But he kept me going, very active at the school. That's all I can say.
All right, Mom. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you to tell one story. I'm gonna ask you to tell 2 stories. One about the cake when I was little, and then the time you beat me for missing my hat, losing my hat.
I did not miss it. No, I'm just telling a story about the time you were staying by a friend of mine. I don't know where I had to go, but I left you with a friend of mine. She was babysitting.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he was, like 13 to 14, I still wouldn't leave him here. He was staying over to one of my friends' home. So I'm driving to pick him up. Or she called me and said, "Hey, Ron is not here." I said, "What do you mean he's not here?" She said they went to the store. My son came back. They said Abraham went over to some of the girls' house. I said, "What? Where?" And so her son was telling me where the little girl stayed. So I leave to go find Abraham. And I made it to the house. Didn't I, Abraham? You were there? Or you had gone?
No, I was running. I was running to try to get back to the house, and then you caught me running, and you blew your horn. You like, BB.
I still went to the house to talk to the little girl to tell her, me inviting you over to her house when her parents are not there. So I saw you and I blew at you to let you know that I saw you, and you knew what that meant. So when I got and I was so upset because I couldn't believe that he, it wasn't against me, it was against the young lady that was watching him for me. How disrespectful was that? You didn't come back with her kids, but she's supposed to be watching you. So that every time I thought about it, I would get upset. So we came home, and of course, I beat him. I just say beat him. I didn't beat him, but that's
you
just
beat
the term.
me. No, you beat me. Don't try to. You beat me.
So I beat him, and I would come in my room. He was in his room, and I'm telling you, I was laid there, and I thought about it again, and I got up. You left my mom. You already beat me. I said, "Well, I'm beating you again," and I beat him again just because. Anytime I would think about it, it would upset me. Adrian, I don't know what you're talking about that. Oh, it was Adrian's birthday. Everybody knows he's a Cowboy fan. Everybody knows that. Even when he was a little kid, he was a Cowboy fan. He loved the Cowboys. So I had him a large Dallas Cowboy cake made. The day before Abraham's birthday, I went to pick him up from school. He was in private school. So the teacher said, "Can I talk to you about a minute?" She was telling me how he had reached up to the class and all these type things. Then tried there. I said, "Okay." They had to go pick up the cake. And I was like, "Dad, what am I going to do with the cake?" So I said, "Well, I'll just take it and I'll let him cut the cake for the kids. But he can't get any." That was going to be his punishment because I got it for him to, share with his classmates. Abraham had more fun giving the kids the cake and running his mouth. So it was not a punishment, but that was supposed to be his punishment. I said, "You're not getting the cake. You're just going to slice the cake and you hand it out to your classmates." And he made a party out of that. So I was still defeated. I was like, "Good boy." I was like, "What you did?" He still tried to make it a party. But the only thing is when he played football, that You all see how he is about losing. I was on the show that night when some team lost. I remember, and you all was giving it to him, and he's not a good loser. That's how he was when he played football in his group. I go, oh, if they could be winning, but if he hadn't scored, because he was a quarterback.
I was a wide receiver. I was a wide receiver.
Wide receiver, yeah, I'm sorry. He was the wide receiver. And Abraham would get up so I said, Abraham, no, did you see that guy? Man, he knocked the ball. I said, well, he's not supposed to stand there and let you catch the ball, Abraham. You got to jump up. You got to do what you're supposed to do. He would be so mad. Abraham he's grown a lot. And to see him conduct himself the way he does now, it is really amazing. And I appreciate all of you guys' support. I appreciate the good comments that you place, in saying that he's a nice young man. He has grown into a very nice young man. And thank you all. I wish you a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. Please be safe.
Hold on, Mom. Before I let you go, I gotta tell this one story. You know where it's coming. So
what?
So I ran away from home. All right. So I ran away.
Yeah.
I was probably I think I was in the fourth or fifth grade. I think it was in the fourth grade. I think probably in the fourth grade. And I was about fourth, fifth grade.
No, you were older than that.
A little older, so maybe sixth grade. I think I was right. I think I was in the fifth grade. I was in the fifth grade because we still at Winnisburg. We were still at Winnisburg when this happened. So I was definitely in the fifth grade. I wasn't at middle school yet. So yeah, I wasn't in middle school. So it was definitely fifth grade. So listen, when I tell you, she said 3 times out the week, it's 7 days out the week. I probably got beat 4 days out the week. I got tired of getting beat. Okay. So I just got tired of being beat. So it's something about my mom, right? So she picked me up from school because I went to private school. So she picked me up from school and the teacher gave her a report and she was like, your son's doing this, talking back and all this, that, and the third, which is normal for me, which is something that it was normal. I always talk. I was always saying something. So my mom was like, oh, okay. Now let me mind you, if my mom said you're going to if she said I'm gonna beat you when you get home, you can bank it. Okay, my mom is a woman of her word. When she says you gonna get beat, ain't no forgetting. It ain't no I fell asleep. She gonna whoop you. Like it's a guarantee. She gonna whoop you. All right. So we driving home and my mom hot. And when she's hot, she just has her hand on the back of the chair and she starts tapping her finger on the back of the passenger seat. Like that's when she's like hot, just thinking about everything she gonna do to you when she get to you, when you get to the house. So I'm like, man, I'm tired of getting, like, I'm literally going through my head, like, I am so tired of getting beat. So, so this day, usually my mom is like, get out the car and she will follow me into the house, right? Well, this time she's so mad, she just gets out the car and she just heads straight to the apartment. So I'm standing at like a crossroad in my life, right? So I'm looking at the door and then I'm looking at the sidewalk and I'm like, whooping or freedom? Whooping or freedom? So I just take off running. Pow! I hit it like a track star. I hit like Usain Bolt in the 200. I'm gone. I'm just running. My backpack flopping. I'm just running. So, so I get to the main road and it's getting dark. It's got to be like 5:30, 6 o'clock. And I'm in 5th grade just walking down the street, right? So this cop sees me. He bucks a U and he's like, hey man, where you going? And the only place I knew at that time was Sears. So I was like, I'm going to Sears because me and my mom went there all the time. It was big back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm going to Sears. And he's like, no, you're not. Get in the car and I'm going to take you to the precinct. So I'm like, dang. So he takes me to the precinct. I'm sitting in the precinct and he's like, now remember, this is not a time with cell phones. Okay. So this ain't no cell phones. This ain't not. So everybody knew their house number. Everybody, if you ain't know nothing else, you knew your house number, right? So he was like, what's your house number? I was like, I don't know. He was like, where you live? I don't know. He was like, What's your mama's
That
name?
made me mad too.
He's like, what's your mama's name? I was like, Deborah. I was trying. So next thing I hear over the police radio, we're looking, we have a woman out here looking for her son, gave a description. He's like, oh, I think we got our son right here. He's like, hey man, your mom's out front. I just start busting out crying. I'm just, no, don't take me. She gonna beat me. And they like dragging me. So I see my mom standing at the front of the door of the precinct and they dragging me. I'm like, no, she gonna beat me. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. My mom is so, I'm telling you, if you could see a face of evil, she was so mad. She was so mad. She was like, shut up. Ain't nobody about to beat you, boy. I didn't even drive here. Shut up, right? So I'm just screaming, yelling, she gonna beat me. My mom like, shut up, boy. So she grabs me and she walks me down the station. Her silver Volvo is sitting right in the parking lot. I was like, you lie. You're gonna beat me. My mom was like, shut up, get in the car. Shut up, get in the car. So mind you, the police station is literally like, what, 8 minutes from the house, 5 minutes from the house at the time we stay in the apartments. So it's literally like right around the corner. So she pulls up. As soon as she parks the car, bow, I'm out. I open the door. I'm running. Like I'm running for my life, right? So my mom is chasing after me and we have this big old hill. We got this big old hill at the apartment. I mean, like it's like one of them Walter Payton running up the hill type stuff, right? So I'm like hiding in, chopping it. My mom falls. Now she still has her work uniform on. She falls. I look back like, oh shoot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I've never seen my mom fall. So I'm like running. And so we get to the top of the sidewalk, right? And it's like it's me, the bus stop, and my mom, right? So my mom is like, Abrion, stop running. And I'm like, no, you're gonna beat me. I'm just like crying, right? My mom's like, Abrion, I'm not gonna beat you. Come back, like come home. I was like, no, you're gonna beat me. And I was like, promise you're not gonna beat me. She was like, I promise I'm not gonna beat you. I was like, I don't believe you. Get on your knees. Get on your knees and tell me you're not gonna beat me.
Because I would have beat you just for seeing that.
So she gets on her knees. She's like, Abrion, I'm not going to beat you. Like, just come home, right? And it's a white lady sitting at the bus stop. She's like, Abrion, just go back. I was like, shut up. You don't understand. She's going to beat me. Shut up. And I'm just crying. I mean, like, eyes just rolling. I mean, snot everywhere and stuff like that. And then Mr. Steve pulls up, and then I get in the car, I get home, and she beats me anyway. So, moral of the story, I just made the beating. I just took longer to get a whooping.
You guys know he added drama. He added drama.
Oh my mom, that was so true. That was so true, Mom. You know that was true. It's true. But I love you, Mom. I love you. So
when you come home, whenever you come home, we're gonna talk about that story. Okay?
You know the whole family knows that story, so I could call Aunt Tracy, I could call Erica. They all heard the story like 50 million times. They know I'm not true. They know I'm not lying.
I love you, son.
I love you too, Mom.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So that's my life, guys. That's my life. That was my mama. So, all right. That's a little funny story. All right. So listen, guys, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to holler. God bless.